Bet you didn't know I am a furniture mover too. Not really. Sarcasm is my second language. Well, maybe my first. My favorite interview was with Phil Hartman many, many years ago, obviously. And it was he was being inducted into the Brantford Hall of Fame. NBC had called the station and said, hey, we want someone to go up there and interview him. We're going to use it in different avenues. But the nicest, most down-to-earth guy, and the array of imitations he did. In one interview, I was talking to Phil Hartman, Bill Clinton, Mike Tyson, and a few others, so that was great. I would love to interview, being a history buff, Glenn Curtiss of Curtiss Wright and Curtiss Airplanes. And this guy was a motorcycle racer. He kind of developed the flying boat on Keuka Lake in Hammondsport. He was a daredevil, and he was a real pioneer that helped Western New York take flight, literally. You know, my most memorable story was actually a series of stories. It was Unknown Stories of Western New York Return to Normandy. I went to Normandy and told the story of unsung heroes from Western New York who gave their life for the fight for freedom at the D-Day invasion in Normandy. Best part of my job is what I like to call it, telling the history of tomorrow. You know, news is what makes up history, and history is what makes up today. So I've always been a history buff, and I love telling the stories of the people and the places and the events that helped shape where we are today, and in turn, the events of today that are going to shape tomorrow. The reason I became a journalist is we had a broadcast department in high school at the Buffalo Academy for the Visual and Performing Arts, where we could try radio and TV as a major, and I just kind of fell in love with it then. The best thing about Two on Your Side, like Western New York, is the people. We have a great team here. My hidden talent is cooking. I love to cook. My mom was from the South. My dad and mom met in the Navy, actually. She was a Navy brat. Dad was a Navy officer, and they got married in Sicily. So you combine her Southern cooking skills with that Italian influence. Best fried chicken I've ever eaten, bar none. One of my go-to recipes, one of my specialties is linguine and white clam sauce. Mom made it great. I make it greater. Sorry, Mom. If I could have a superpower, no question about it, flight. I hate standing in line at the airport. If I could just do it myself, easy peasy. My first job was actually cleaning an office building just down the street from here on Delaware Avenue. My worst job ever was cleaning an office building just down the street here on Delaware Avenue. This is going to come as no surprise to anyone. Outside of work, I like to play hockey. A good beer, a good meal, and good friends, that's my comfort zone. That makes me happy. I wouldn't be a Buffalonian if I didn't say my favorite meal is chicken wings. Love a good beer and a plate of great wings. My musical tastes go all over the place, and they change constantly. But right now, when it comes to music, I think Tragically Hip is what usually goes into the CD player. Yes, I still use a CD player. I'm old. You know, my favorite thing about Western New York is it's home. My favorite season in Western New York is fall. Football's here, hockey's on the way. My favorite place in Western New York is my backyard. Got the hot tub set up, we've got lights, usually have friends over. It's my little oasis. I'm glad to be here because once again, this is home.